So the bedrooms are all finished, all 3 of them. We managed to jam-pack a 3rd bedroom into this tiny little cottage.
We did.
It's pretty impressive, huh?
Not too bad.
What is your favourite thing of all of the bedrooms?
That they're finished.
That is such a Ferris answer. What's your
what is
real
the
favourite?
Favourite thing is they feel very homely. They feel nice. Look, we've got the new windows in there so they don't whistle and rattle and vibrate.
That is such a boy thing to say.
What else?
I would have said the view.
There's no draft coming up through the floorboards because we've got new girth floor in there. And what else? We've got heavy drapes and blinds to block out the sun.
You are proving to be such a man, hey?
Yep.
So it doesn't rattle, it's not drafty, and it's dark.
Yep.
That's literally your synopsis of the entire bedrooms.
Yes.
Anything else that's your favourite?
Anything else that's my favourite? I like the doors.
Do you? Why?
They're nice doors. I like the doors.
They're farmhousey.
Is that what the range is called, is it? Farmhouse?
No, it's not. But they are farmhousey.
What style is it? From here.
Yeah, they are a Hume door, but I actually think they're a door that you could use nearly anywhere, but here they do lend quite well to farmhouse, which I think is good.
The doors are good.
What was your biggest challenges in all the bedrooms?
The termites didn't leave as much.
And the termites didn't actually leave, that's another challenge.
Termites were still here when we were just trying to frame up,
Yep.
but it took a while to get rid of the termites. But that happened. And the biggest challenge was that, yes, the framework had to be rebuilt. The house isn't perfectly level or square. It is an old house, but same with renovations everywhere. And then, putting the skirting in might have been the in trim in because the floor went up and down. We had to plane a lot of just the bottom so it fitted.
So we didn't have big waves and gaps.
Yes.
Because it was big.
Yep.
That's actually one of my favourite things of the bedrooms, are the skirts.
Skirts.
Well, the skirts...
Well, they're this big.
They are. They're literally like this big. They're huge and they're beautiful.
They are one of the biggest skirts I've ever put in. They're 300.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're 300.
320,
skirts.
I think.
320.
They're huge. But I also like
Good on you, in trim.
Yeah. It's good from a wear and tear perspective though, because people aren't going to drop their bags against the walls. They'll drop it down and they're going to hit a skirt, like a solid timber skirt.
It's a very family safe building.
It's family friendly, hey?
Family friendly. So we've got the deep in trim skirting that everyone could run a Tonka truck against, to even the lining boards. We haven't used
plasterboard.
Plasterboard. We've used the FC sheeting by James Hardy. So that's pretty hardy, very hardy actually. So.
And look, for me that was an aesthetic choice, but I know your choice for that was completely different. I wanted it to look like an old, sheet and battens farmhouse, but you wanted that product choice for a different reason, right?
Well, yes. One, termites won't eat it.
Bonus.
That is a bonus. It is quite hardy, so if it does get wet or damaged, or wiped or anything like that, it doesn't get affected by moisture or dampness.
Yep.
And it can be just simply painted over.
Which is good because we've had some leaks, we've had some floods, we've had some storms, and we've had some leaks and some landslides. So I reckon we've gotten out of that pretty well.
And now we've got cyclone Waukivory coming through as we speak.
Now, if people were wanting to replicate what we did here, because it is pretty charming in those bedrooms, like, for me, my favourite is the skirt, without doubt, and then it would have to be the linen bed heads, the timber floors, and the big windows. I think that's my order. I can't have just one. If you chose one, what would it be? One thing.
Look, those skirts have got to be one of those things you want to tick off on your list to be commissioned to do. And, to put 320mm skirts throughout a house is pretty special. It's nice.
Yeah, and they look special.
They do.
Now, if someone wanted to try and replicate this,
Oh, and the picture rail. The picture rail that you can actually hang picture rail hooks off.
is there a different sort?
Well, Intrim have thought about this, obviously, and you get the picture rail hooks and they actually just hook over perfectly.
I love that because I don't have to stress about where to put pictures. Because I can change my mind every single week about where I want to put pictures.
You can.
Which I like.
Yep.
Now, if someone wanted to replicate it, stop avoiding the question, but they didn't have FC sheet or they enjoyed their existing sheeted walls, could they replicate this batten wall on any other type of wall?
Absolutely. You obviously just get the trimmings. Intrim was our provider here, and you can replicate all of this quite easily.
So the question to non-construction oriented people that they would ask you would be, I know that we were able to dictate where we put our battens based on sheet size.
Yes.
So if they've already had, for example, a plastered room or a room full of asbestos or masonite or, there's a whole world of stuff that it could be lined with.
Well, definitely. Have a look at the Intrim website and look at all the different trims. And if you had plasterboard, well, you could set it out however you want to. You put little picture rails down the bottom or box rails, and then have your chair rail with your trims in between, like we have.
He sounds like a designer, hey?
And then your picture rail, and then even your top. Instead of a cornice, you could have your top trim.
Yes.
Maybe perhaps an architrave upside down against your ceiling. That would make it look very country-like.
I think the thing that is important when you're doing a renovation, even if you want to keep it simple, and I think Team Ferris have done that very well here, is making sure that every element's considered. Whether it's the door hardware, whether it's the doors, the hooks that we've put on the doors, every element is considered. And if you keep your design vision intact when you consider every little piece, you know that it's going to come together moving in the one direction. And I think you guys have done that really well here.
Well, the thought in the back of our mind, or my mind, trying to help you design this place was that it was going to be in high use.
Did you just say you helped me design this place?
I put parameters around what you could use, is that it would be of high use, and everything that we use needed to be very simple. Everyone could use. Walk in and the light switches are very where they should be, right height, basic. Door handles, user-friendly.
User-friendly.
Front door has, a magnet door stop on it to hold it open as you're coming in with groceries. To look, what else is there? The mirrors at the right height for all shapes and sizes.
Notice as he stands up straight and I stoop down. No, I think that is an important element that lots of people forget, is to work as a team with your construction crew and as the designer, the stylist, or just the visionary, which you may be on your project, because different materials offer different benefits, and it's really important that you think about the use of the property. And as Ferris said, this is going to be a high use property that is, it's a distance from where I live, and so I need it to pretty much take care of itself.
Yeah.
All right.
You're right.
If there's one thing you could change, Ferris, what would it be?
One thing I could change.
Ooh, that's big.
Ooh, that's a good one. What would I change? I would probably move the USB power points that we got out, so you could plug your USB cord in easily. But construction-wise, what would I have changed? Look, not too much. There's not much in there that I would have changed. We probably didn't. We weren't aware of what the framework was like until we fully pulled off all the linings, which you'll see, in the befores. Would I change it? Probably not. It was just the journey.
Yeah.
I bet my favourite part, my best part, is that it's finished.
What I would have changed? What would I have changed? What do you reckon I'm going to say?
you have changed?
As I pat our sight dog.
I don't know. What have you changed?
I would have put mouse traps out earlier so the mice did not eat soccer ball size holes in my linen curtains.
They're all dead now, so you're right.
So I would have changed that. And the other thing I would have changed, but it was an absolute challenge of renovating here, is the one thing you mentioned you would have changed is the location of the power points behind the beds.
Yep.
And I think that's a bit of a testimony too. It's really difficult renovating remotely when the rooms are quite a tight size and millimetres matter. So I would have probably been more on top of our Sparky that came in.
Yes.
And yeah, but it's a real challenge of renovating remotely. But
Lessons.
I've got a workaround. What's next?
The bathrooms.
2 bathrooms we're going to squeeze into here.
2 bathrooms.
Are you excited?
Over the moon.
I hope you guys have really enjoyed watching the bedroom makeovers in Waukivory's first structure, the cottage. And I guarantee that as soon as we do get into the bathrooms, he will find some more excitement. Right?
Maybe.
Maybe. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please make sure you DM us, message us, come visit our property. If you'd like to know anything about the renovation, how it was done, or what products we used, you can head to the URL that's listed below and you can download all the specifications of all the products that we used here and loved. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the bathrooms. We are officially now open for bookings. To book your weekend away, head over to naomifindlay.com/Waukivory Estate.